gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea, welcome to Cookin Cheap. This is our 21st
season.
21st season.
No. We don't know what century it is. We had a big old discussion.
2100 series, which means that we have done this for 2100 years.
Oh.
That's quite a thought, isn't it?
Isn't that horrible?
Well, how you been? I've missed you.
I have too. Where have you been? You've been vacationing.
All over the world.
Building a new deck.
All over the world.
Have you?
Yeah, building a new deck all over the world. And
I am so proud.
Traveling in my backyard. How stupid can you get?
I swear.
Well, what are we going to do on this, our first show? Oh,
take a guess.
Chicken. Now, how did you know that? Because you see the witch.
You can see I'm playing the Wizard of Oz. I know everything now. The Great Oz knows everything.
The Great Oz knows everything. Pay no attention to the men behind the curtains. Well, let's see what the witch has to say.
That was a nice sketch.
I thought we were supposed to get a whole bunch of new witches. We had called for them.
I know. Look at this poor thing. Falling apart in her old age. Of course, aren't we all?
Dear Doug and Larry. Ooh, that's getting real hot. At least I think I better pull that off. Have you ever heard that old song, Chicken in the Bread Pan Kicking Out Dough? No. Well, I never did figure out what it meant, but it reminds me that if you could do a show with some nicely prepared chicken and maybe even some nice bread, that would be nice. This person needs some new adjectives.
Okay,
now, have you ever heard the song Stranglers in the Night? Ha ha, I just love to get that wrong. Oh. Ned the Nit Wit. So anyway, well, it just so turns out that I am going to do chicken. This is called lemon orange glazed chicken, sent in by Gabrielle Mertens Sr. of
that is, don't you?
Kentnersville, Pennsylvania.
You know the guy that writes us all the time, the little dog on his envelope?
Gaby baby. Gaby baby. Oh, okay.
We finally did one of his.
Now maybe, well, never mind.
You know what I'm doing?
What?
I'm doing Karen's pizza-style chicken breast.
Well, what does Karen think about that?
Well, she's not. Obvious. Well, there you go.
She got a big kick out of it. You just heard that?
And so this was sent in by our good pal Robert Lamb of Harrisonburg.
And if
you know, Karen is his daughter.
Oh, is it so really?
Isn't that interesting?
Oh, well, that is.
I also have another little story I'll tell you about this recipe, or about Mr. Lamb.
If Doris were here today, but she's not. She's off in some exotic land.
With those umbrella drinks.
Yeah, she is.
So sad.
She would have done cornbread broccoli casserole, and strangely enough, it showed up even though she didn't.
The lovely and semi-voluptuous Miss Carol did it.
Here's what I have to do. I have to take some chicken breast. I'm heating up some oil in a great big old pan that I brought in from home.
And it's beauteous.
Isn't that nice? I'm telling you, that's a serious pan, that is.
You nearly sent these flying.
Now, I'm going to take the chicken breast. That one I don't need to trim at all because it has no fat on them. Some of them do. And I'm going to put it between two pieces of saran wrap, and I'm just going to smush them down just a little bit. Mama used to have one of these. And that should be the greatest plenty.
That's why you're the good boy you are.
Well, you know, actually in restaurants they do this all the time anyway, most of them, because, you know why? Because it speeds up the cooking process. And you don't have to take so long to cook a chicken breast this way. Just thin it out real nice. And what we're going to do is brown it on each side. So that's all I'm going to do. Oh, look at this. I got just a little bit of a little glob that has to be taken off of this one, and we'll just trim that right off. The chicken glob comes off.
Ooh, I have some of that myself.
And I'll just continue to do that until I get 4 of these into the pan. Go right on ahead.
Okay. Well, we're going to do Karen's pizza-style chicken, and I'm doing half of the recipe because it feeds an army, and I'm going to lose my voice before this show's out today. Thank you, Larry, so much for that. No, he's just going away. Well, anyway, so when you see the recipe at the end of the show, it's for the whole recipe, but I'm only going to do it, so don't get too excited. So first of all you do is you take some chicken breasts, and you're going to lay them at the bottom of a baking pan, which I have sprayed. It doesn't tell you to do this, but I'm going to spray the little... Oh, this is incredible. And I'll just do this. I'll be doing a mime show later on today.
Well, I'm sorry. I only have 1 more of these to do.
Well, thank goodness. I mean, because that is just
Oh,
horribly
that is very
annoying.
hot. I think I need to bring that back just a wee little bit. I'll be right back.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'm leaving.
Thank goodness I can finally
I'm
take
leaving
over
the
this
set.
show myself, and it's about high time, I say. Okay, actually you're going to use 6 chicken breasts. I'm only going to do 4 because there's only 4 people here in the audience, and who cares? So, then you're going to take 1/4 cup or thinly sliced onions.
Put my eye out with this. Stuff is popping real badly. Wonder why it does that sometimes.
It's because it's hot.
Okay, Doug.
Thanks. This is why you keep me around, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Put a evenly, well, this may not be that evenly, but we'll put them on anyway. And keep on going because you're going to cover up the chicken breasts with thinly sliced onions, or in this case, a big old wad of them. And there we go. Isn't that lovely?
I hope I don't get any of this on my outfit. I have to go somewhere to show today. I just can't imagine showing up somewhere with a big old glob of chicken hanging on me here somewhere that I hadn't noticed.
Well, Lord knows you've done it before.
Well, I was going to say it wouldn't be the first time.
Really?
That's for sure.
Now, in a medium bowl, take a can of stewed tomatoes. Stewed tomatoes. And pizza sauce. Hence the pizza chicken. Oh, yeah. And get rid of that. Now, you're going to add some seasonings to this lovely mixture. And so you take some oregano, and actually you're going to put in the real recipe, 1/8 of a teaspoon. So this will be like a 1/16 of a teaspoon, which is like, why bother? And you throw that in.
Look at this, Doug.
Oh,
Isn't that beautiful?
very good.
It's getting nice and brown.
They are
This
lovely.
guarantees that that we're not going to die of, what is
Whatever.
it?
No, no, trichinosis is pork.
Trichinosis.
isn't it?
I don't know what that is,
Well,
so go ahead.
now you take a little sage. It's 1/4 of a teaspoon regularly, so just put 1/8 a teaspoon, close enough for jazz. And some basil.
Oh.
Again. And now we're going to mix all this together. What are you doing?
I need to do something.
Okay, go ahead.
I need to take a bowl, a tablespoon of lemon, a tablespoon of orange,
Yum.
some grated lemon peel, and I have brought a little zester.
You are too good.
Zest, 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 zest. And grated orange peel also. Isn't it awful you have to buy a whole orange just to do this? We'll give it to a friend when it's over with.
Oranges are good.
And then you know what it says to do? You mix this all around, and what you're supposed to do at this point, actually you were supposed to do this to begin with,
Oops. Well, the truth comes out
is
now,
to
ladies.
do this, like so, and now we fry the chicken again. Well, that's all right. I'm just doing it sort of a little backwards. That's okay. Put that in there. This kind of puts a little glaze on it. Not quite the glaze I'm putting on you trying to do this recipe, but anyway.
That's why it's called lemon orange glazed.
It is true. So anyway, there that goes. Back in there until it cooks a little bit. That's what you were supposed to do first.
Oops.
Sorry, I forgot.
Now that you have mixed your stewed tomatoes, your seasoning, and your pizza sauce, you pour that over the chicken breasts. Mmm. Don't you think this is just tasty? Yummy.
Well, it looks pretty.
Isn't that nice? Don't you love it? And get all of that out. And spread it evenly over. This pan is a little bigger for these 4 than you really need, but heck, you got to do what you got to do, and just go ahead and hope for the best.
Oh, this tender. Chicken
Smells great.
This is very, very tender, and I think it's actually going to get done. It smells good. I'm just going to cook it just a little bit, and then I'm going to mix some of the other stuff up in here.
Okay.
I just want to go ahead and use it all up.
Now, you're going to use a goodly amount of mozzarella cheese. How can this possibly be bad? Oh, and sprinkle all that cheese
I think you have a fun one.
and goodness on it. You know, kids would like this one.
Of course they would.
Not that they don't like, you know, chicken, but
Right.
if they can add the chicken to the pizza, you know, that's very popular right now. Have you seen those?
What, children?
Well, no.
Oh,
Those chicken pizzas.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't
Haven't you seen
those.
that? I haven't either. I just can't bring myself to it.
No.
And
Well, while you're doing that,
Okay.
I need to now remove the chicken, which has now been browned on each side and thoroughly glazed.
to a
Thank
farthy
heavens.
well.
And I'm going to remove them to a plate off to themselves at this point. And now, in this very same thing, I'm going to put some margarine, and I'm going to start chopping up some vegetables. Go on ahead, Doug. I'll let you get
Okay.
finished.
Now, as you put your cheese on, the last thing you do, now, I haven't quite figured this out yet. So I assume this is supposed to be the crust of the pizza. I guess. You put seasoned breadcrumbs on top of the cheese, evenly. I suppose that's the crust part of this?
Oh, well, it looks like it to me.
Okay.
That's sort of a strange little recipe, isn't it?
Well, I have a story about
But I
Mr.
think it's pretty.
You know Mr. Lamb? Mm-hmm. He is such a great guy and sends us
he
tons
is.
and tons and tons of recipes.
Mr. Lamb's a pussycat.
Okay,
Sorry.
but here's a story for you about
What?
Mr. Lamb, because he is so cool. He has a deal with someone. He's handicapped and can't get out all the time, so people go out and they buy his ingredients. He makes up these recipes.
Really?
Yeah, and he tries them out at home, and
And he shares them with us when they're good.
right.
How
And if
wonderful.
they're bad, he has to pay for the ingredients. Otherwise, people will love
Spring
that.
onions, chopped spring onions. Going to put those in there.
Wasn't
with a
she
little
in
bit of
December Bride, Spring Onion?
Spring onions. She was a wonderful lady. And also, what goes in there with the onions is a little garlic.
Garlic. Yum.
I'm emptying things today. That's
Aren't
a good way to
you-
get rid of stuff.
That's it.
A little garlic and a little bit of ground ginger, about a quarter of a teaspoon
Yum.
of ground ginger.
This just sounds
Also, this doesn't
very
Dale?
exotic.
It does indeed. Okay. You're going to start smelling that. That's going to smell so good you can't believe. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm through. I'm
Oh,
going to
well, I'm sorry to hear that.
bake mine for, it says a half an hour at 350 degrees.
Man.
So I'll just walk this over, because now that we're so high tech now, we have wireless mics.
It is
I'm not going
wonderful.
to trip over a wire.
Not to see a wire coming out of your
yeah, well, whatever.
back of your
And
pants there.
so,
So anyway.
I'm just walking over here.
Well, I just
and
have to cook this for just a couple of minutes.
I'll leave that for the
And then I'll
staff.
be ready.
They can have it for lunch tomorrow.
Flour and salt.
Should I read my recipe?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Karen's pizza-style chicken breast. Now remember, folks, this is the exact recipe. 6 boneless, skinless chicken breast halves. 1 16-ounce can stewed tomatoes. 1 14-ounce jar of pizza sauce. A half a cup of thinly sliced onions. 1/8 of a teaspoon of dried oregano flakes. 1/4 of a teaspoon of dried basil. 1/4 of a teaspoon of dried thyme. 1/2 a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 a teaspoon of pepper. Oops, I forgot to put that on. 16 ounces mozzarella cheese, shredded, and 4 tablespoons Italian breadcrumbs.
Okay, to this I need to add some flour and start browning that up just a little bit. About a tablespoon and a half goes in. Can you smell that? Does that smell good or what? I'm going to brown that just for a couple of seconds here.
Gay may have come through on it.
Oh,
for us
this
on
just smells incredibly good.
one. Have you tried this before?
Nope, never have.
What a mess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting real frisky with it. And now I need to
Yummy.
slowly add a little bit of milk to this. Sort of like making gravy. Yeah, if you don't mind. It's a mighty big pan. It's a mighty big pan. There we go.
Oh.
And we're going to thicken that just a little bit. Oh, man.
Yummy.
We bring that to a boil, and we'll cook and stir for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to return the chicken, and we'll, at that point, we will do my recipe and show another one, and maybe have a visit from the Cook sisters, and we just have to cook that for a few minutes and get that. Well, you don't want the, you don't want it to have a floury taste, so that's why you have to cook it for a bit. Why don't we have a little visit from the Cook sisters? You want to
Are
do
they
that?
back?
I guess they are. I don't know. We never really talked about it, did we?
What?
Oh, here they come now.
Hey, Roxy,
Yo.
stop admiring your jewelry for a
I'm
minute.
sorry.
It looks like you've done something with your hair.
I had a little facelift this summer. What do you think?
Everything's been lifted but your chassis.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, my.
What a mean head.
No, you look wonderful.
Oh,
I didn't
thank you.
say
And
it
I
was
love
bad.
your new chapeau.
Oh, don't you be talking about my chapeau on public. Oh, I have a little tip for you.
Do you?
Well, I hadn't seen you in so
I
long.
know.
I kind of forgot what we were here for.
Oh. I was looking for the
To
drinks.
polish jewelry.
Oh.
I know you were looking at your
I
jewelry.
was. Aren't they pretty?
Well, no, they're a little dull.
Oh, aren't we
To
all?
polish your jewelry, drop a
Yes.
couple of Alka-Seltzers
You-
into a glass of water
Well,
and immerse your jewelry for 2 minutes.
2?
And it'll come out just wonderful. Wonderful.
Burp.
I'm, stop it.
Oh.
Tootsie Cook.
I'm Roxy Cook.
And
we're the Cook Sisters.
Remember when they just used to like do 30 seconds?
I know.
And now it's
the Roxy.
everybody's up to 5 minutes now. Okay, now this has thickened real nice and has browned. So now what we're going to do is return this chicken into the pot, and I've turned it down just a little. It's going to cook a little bit in there. And do you cook it, sprinkle with parsley, reheat for a couple of minutes. And so I've got some parsley here, and I'm just going to rough chop that and sprinkle it on top. You know this is a beautiful dish. You know it is. So that should do the job. Just a little bit. Smell that parsley. Isn't that pretty? It's lovely. Just lovely. I'm going to take this parsley home to Mama. Mama loves parsley. Now let me give you my recipe on this. It is lemon orange glazed chicken. A tablespoon of lemon juice, a tablespoon of orange juice, a half a teaspoon of grated lemon peel, a half a teaspoon of grated orange peel, 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts halved, and you may want to smack them around a little bit and put them in there and brown them. Tablespoon of cooking oil, 2 green onions thinly sliced, clove of garlic minced, 1/4 teaspoon ground ginger, tablespoon butter or margarine to cook all the stuff in later. Some all-purpose flour, about a tablespoonful, half a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of milk to thicken it, and a tablespoon of chopped fresh parsley, which I just put in a couple of minutes ago. Tell us about Doris's recipe, though Doris is not here. We have the lovely Carol Jennings, our directress, to thank for this.
Look at
And
this.
look
Isn't
at
this
the job
beautiful?
She did, isn't it?
And this is called.
What is that?
This is called cornbread broccoli casserole.
Ooh.
Ooh. And I'm telling you, I had to see a little part missing. Uncle
like
Dougie jumped
someone-
right in and helped himself to
Someone's
it.
been nibbling.
Okay, sorry. It is 1 box cornbread muffin mix. Muffin mix. Oh, whatever.
Muffin mix.
1 stick of melted margarine, 1 medium chopped onion, 1/2 cup cottage cheese, 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, 2 eggs beaten, 2 cups or more of chopped broccoli. Mix it all together. Put it into a greased 9x9 inch baking dish and bake it 350 for 20 to 30 minutes or until a knife is inserted into the middle and it comes out clean. Now, here's the good deal. You can eat this hot or cold.
Oh, is that so?
It's just,
Did you try it cold?
yes, it did. And it was quite yummy. Carol told me she ate it when it was warm and it was equally as yummy.
I want
So-
to give you this orange because you know all I used it for was the zest, and it seems like such a
thank
shame
you.
to throw it away. And I
If it was Halloween, I could have carved it and had like this as
do you
a
like
hair.
oranges? Do you like
I
oranges?
love oranges.
Yeah, I thought you might.
orange.
Well, this stuff is cooking along, and you can cook this for probably about 5 or 10 minutes, though it is certainly done at this point. And so we don't have to
look and see if mine's,
really
how
cook
mine's
it
doing.
anymore. And I'm going to let it sit there for a couple of minutes. What does it look like?
It looks like that.
Can we get a shot? I guess we're in the way. I don't know how to get out of the way. Don't follow me. What's it look like?
Looks like a thing in a thing.
There it does. Isn't that pretty exciting?
Lovely. I think I'm going to jack that up a
It
little
looks
bit.
about the same as it does after it's cooked for a while, to be
Really?
honest with you.
So what else is new?
Nothing.
Nothing. Are we just?
Hit a rare lull here on the show.
You want to try this now?
No, let's look at this again. Ooh, can you smell that ginger in there? Hello?
Well, I'm sorry.
Can you
I was
smell it?
cutting. Yes, I
You
can.
can't cut and hear at the same time.
I know.
We've just
It's
discovered
so
it.
tragic.
I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of here. I think
ya?
I'm going to cut this
I'm going
down.
to take this over to the tabal.
Pull it down. Well, it certainly smells great, and it is, as you can see, a lovely, lovely presentation, like so. Now, if you have some recipes to share with us,
Or a wish.
while we will, of course, take them by regular snail mail, and we still get quite a few that way. You know, I am downloading all sorts of emailed ones to us on a daily basis now from all over the country. People are sending us their emailed family recipes. I always kind of get a big kick out of getting grandma so-and-so by email. Just something about that. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's what it looks like.
And it's lovely, I might add.
You want to take it over? And oh, you waiting for yours
Yeah.
to come out? Mm-hmm. When's it going to come out?
I'll come at it now. How about that?
We
I'm
gotta
not
wait.
guaranteeing this.
Is it done? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Ooh. Ooh, smartly done.
Do you want to put this one in for Miss Carol and the staff?
Well, we can put it in the refrigerator for them. They can.
Oh,
cook it
okay.
for lunch
That's right.
tomorrow.
They can do it tomorrow.
Oh, look at
We're
Larry.
so nice,
We're
yeah.
not tripping over wires like we usually do.
It's no fun.
I know. Oh, well, this smells good. It's about.
I'll be there in a
Yoo-hoo.
second.
I'm over here by myself. How are you?
Would you
Nice
like-
to see you.
Would you like some mayo? That's the biggest can of mayo I've ever seen. You know, they throw parties all the time down here. I don't know what
They
goes
do?
on here, but anyway. Oh, they're good parties for fundraising and
Are
such.
we ever invited to those?
Oh, of course.
Oh, maybe you are.
We have little fundraiser things. You know, you have to treat people nicely or they won't come back again. Would you like one of these?
Oh, I would.
I think we're going to get our fill of chicken here. I can tell you that right now. Oh,
Oh,
oh my.
bring me your plate, baby.
Okay.
Here you go.
I'm sweating like a pig here. Thank you.
Like some sauce?
This is beautiful. Just a little bit.
Just a little dabble, do you?
Just a little bit.
There you go.
And I want some of Miss Carol's incredibly
Yummy.
yummy looking stuff.
See, I cut it.
How did you?
Okay.
Okay.
But you can't get it out.
Doesn't get much more exciting than this.
Nope, there it is.
Oh, there you are.
Now remember, you
Beautiful.
can do this
Look at that. It's
warm
real pretty.
or cold. Oops. It's a twister.
I like it cold.
Isn't that good?
It's real fine. It really is.
I'll try yours.
Let me try mine. I'll try yours. Well,
That is delicious. Yum.
yeah, that's very good.
Yum.
Oh, it is.
I'll try that myself.
Sort of a pizza chicken kind of thing.
Hence the name, pizza chicken. Hey,
It lives up to its name. It really does.
that's pretty
And I
darn
love
good.
this cornbread. I am a connoisseur of cornbread. Do you ever fix cornbread at home?
Well, no, not really.
Not even that Jiffy stuff out of a box?
Well, that's what this is, but no.
That's what I meant.
Oh,
Well, let me try mine. I haven't. Well, I love cornbread, but unfortunately, I must not be a true Southerner because I like my cornbread to taste like cake.
Well,
I
here's-
like for it to be real sweet and fluffy.
you know what I like that you make?
What?
That beer bread. Mm-hmm. That is so
I've done that on Cookin Cheap
Have
before. I've done the beer bread here
I
before.
wasn't here.
That was years ago.
That was delicious. Or
That
is
was
delicious.
2,100 years ago when we first started. As a matter of fact, thus we're now back where we started.
Yum. I think these are all terrific.
I think they're very, very good. They really are. And don't forget, if you do have a recipe, just mail it to us or email it to us or whatever.
A little warm here under all these lights, ain't it?
It really is. You know, they've added a little extra one to sort of pick it up under my four chins. And I can tell a little bit of difference. It's just a little warmer. one pays the price for vanity.
I wouldn't know. I don't have a vein bone in my body.
But I'm not kidding you.
Those are like that boneless chicken breast.
Oh, my.
Oh, it is warm here
It
on the
is,
veranda.
but that's all right. But this is a very good dish. And we had the stoves going, too. So that's why,
Yeah, big whoop.
well, that's why it's so hot in here.
I didn't know.
Wonderful. I wish you could all come down to the station to share this with us right now.
Well, maybe if they get
In
here,
fact-
they can make it.
No, I'm not going to do it. You know me.
Oh.
People are liable to show up.
Oh, you're going to give them the address?
We'd be gone by the time what? No.
Oh.
No. But anyway,
Yum.
we'll be back again next week, we hope, with
Maybe.
another show. Same time,
We
same
still may be
station.
eating this chicken.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
For more information about Cookin Cheap, check out our website at www.cookincheap.com.
Cookin Cheap is brought to you by Kroger. Quality, selection, variety. Let's go Kroger.
Let's go Krogering, the better way to shop.
And by NBC Bank, with 16 full-service offices, 12 inside Kroger stores in the Roanoke and New River Valley, offering everything from mortgages to commercial banking.
For a set of this season's recipes, send $6.95 plus $2.50 postage and handling to Cookin Cheap 2100 series, P.O. Box 13246, Roanoke, Virginia 24032. Please allow 3 to 6 weeks for delivery, and don't forget to ask for the 2100 series.